Hello, good morning. So we are going to start my day with solving some problems. Uh, Maybe five problems, 10 problems, whatever is possible. So I always start my day by solving chess problems. Uh, that makes me very means refresh my mind actually. So it's not compulsory, but it is very good practice to start your day by solving few chess problems. So in this position, the last move of white was rook takes. Let me see. Rook takes f4. So now it is black to play. What can black do? Black can capture the knight, but what will happen? He will give check here, or he can give check here. In both cases, white is going to lose the game because of less materials. So now I think we will capture the rook. Okay, check. So king has three options. So what will be the best? Well, king f1, sorry, king f8 is the best option. Why? Because the king is protecting the rook also, right? Okay, now for the next position. Sorry. So now last move is bishop d3. Now black to play. Now let's see what will be the move of black. How can black win the game? Can you find it? Okay, try. I'm going to give you few seconds. So rook takes d3 is the best move. Why? Because see, we have this interesting moves. The queen will be here and it will be in a skewers. Means the idea skewer means in a straight line. So the queen and the rook will become in a straight line. That is the idea of skewers. Let's see. Next position, the rook played to c8. So white to play. White has the option to capture the rook. Any more options? Well, the rook is defended by the bishop. Now we have one option to capture the bishop and give check. So the last move, rook c8, this is definitely a blunder because we can eliminate the defending piece, which is the bishop in this case, with a check. This idea is called decoying. So we will discuss the ideas later, but now let's try to solve the position. Yeah, now we are getting a rook for free. Nice. So next position. Okay, white to play. Black played queen d8. So now what will be the move of white? See, whenever you get a chance to give check in a position, you have to first always analyze that move. So in this position, we have two checks. One is from knight f6, other one is from knight d6. f6 is out of question because it is already protected by the queen and the bishop, right? So our option is knight d6 check. The king has to move because no other piece can exchange my knight. So it will be in a black square. Sorry. So now white can give a discover check, which will be attacking the most valuable piece and also at the same time giving check. These are the chess ideas which I am talking about. So let's knight check. So it's a dark square. We have the bishop on c5. The knight is in the center, that means between the king and the bishop. So we will remove the knight from here, attacking a very, sorry, my headphones got disconnected. So what I was saying, we will remove the knight, attacking the most valuable piece, which is the queen right now, and giving check at the same time to the black king. Can you see the move in this position? Well, the move is knight takes b7, check. The king has to move somewhere, then we capture the queen. Very interesting. He can block the check by this pawn, but we will capture the queen even then. So this type of problems uh, sharpens your brain, imagination power, so that you can use all these things very fast in your chess games. If you don't practice this kind of position problems, then what happens? In your regular game, it will be very difficult for you to spot out this kind of plan. So next position, white to play in this position, I think, see the queen is here, defended by the rook, and attacked by the queen. Again, this rook is attacked by this white rook. So if we can see or try to understand this position, black has overloaded the defending power. Overload. It's a chess idea where pieces are actually defending more than their actual capacity. You can see the position. See, if I capture the queen, he has to capture my queen, otherwise he will be losing 9 points. Then what happened to the rook on c8? This rook becomes defenseless. Can you see? Very interesting, huh? So, but we cannot capture this rook right now because our queen on a3 is not defended. Okay, so the best move will be, okay, the overload piece, the overload piece will be the rook on d8 because this rook is defending c8 as well as d6. Okay, so we will capture the queen, he takes the queen, and we capture the rook. And this is a winning position for white. Yes, next. Okay, this can be interesting. See, every time you get a position whenever you are playing chess, then you have to see the threats. You have to watch out the ideas. So in this position, the queen on e8 is very weakly positioned because we have a rook on e1. Though the queen is not under attack, but the rook has the power to attack through some pieces. In other words, we can say that is the idea of X-ray attack. See, the pawn is between the rook and the queen, but even though the pawn is between the rook and the queen, we are attacking the queen in an X-ray manner. Okay, let's find a move, then it will be easy for you to understand. In this position, the pawn is pinned by the rook with the queen. So anything which is defended by this pawn becomes undefended. See the idea? The pawn is pinned. So anything which is defended by this pawn becomes undefended. So in this position, the f5 pawn was defended by e6 pawn. Can you see? So now we uh, can simply capture the pawn. He captures back, then we capture the queen. So it will be a winning position for white. Now what happens? It's a easy thing, but uh, see, this move is not forced. But if black don't capture the bishop, say he plays something else, try to avoid the pin, then white will capture the h7 and it will be a checkmate. So black's idea of queen e8 was a complete blunder. And in every game, almost every game, when beginners and intermediate players are playing, intermediate players up to 15,000 rating, 1,500 rating, they often make this kind of mistakes. They overlook the ideas, they overlook the situation of the position, threats in the position. So my advice is always try to find the threats before playing the move. Uh, After playing the move, there is no way to take back or there is no way to defend whatever threat your opponent is giving. So whenever your opponents try to play something interesting or whatever opponent play, your duty is to find the threats, what he is trying to do and what you are going to do, right? So let's continue for the next position. Hmm, interesting position. We don't have much pieces. The rook is here. Okay, I got the answer. But what about you? I'm going to give you few seconds to find out the answer. This also comes within chess idea. See, why I am means solving the position so quickly is very simple because I have studied ideas, which is very important in chess. The patterns, the powers of each pieces, the way they attack, the way they move, the way they defend, all these are ideas. Okay, so in this position, we have means black is having only rook and a knight. So to win this position or to have a good position or to make it better, because white is having a power up, and this is the most common mistake. Without watching the threat, white has tried to exchange the pieces. So the threat in this position was from this knight on b4. So the move was rook takes rook, king takes rook, and knight c2 check. It was a knight fork. The knight attacking two or more pieces or pawns simultaneously is a knight fork. Very easy. Only thing is you have to identify that move. Okay. So now we capture the bishop and at least we are having pawn up. So 3, 4, 5, 6 pawns and white is having only 5 pawns. So black has a very good chance of winning the position. Okay. One more position we will solve and we will call it for a day today. So pawn takes, so it's very simple. The knight is here, the queen is here, and the g6 is a threat. So what happens if I capture the pawn by the queen? Check. The king has to go here. We can capture this bishop. Is it a winning position? The position will be winning. Queen will come here. Can again give check here. Okay, anything else which can be done by black? No. Capture by the knight, what happens? See, one thing you have to understand, even you got the answer immediately, do not play the move. Try to find something better. That is a very important suggestion, uh, which you will be, which is very important for you. When you find a good move, stop, don't play. Try to find a better move. Okay, so in this position, that is what I am trying to do. I got the move queen in cross g7, which is winning, but I am trying to find if there is anything which is better than queen g6. Let's check knight into g6, attacking the queen. Queen moves somewhere, we capture the rook. No, not rook. If queen comes here, we play back this move, discover attacking the queen. The queen will have to move to somewhere else. It will move here, I think. Not here because there is a queen. It will move here. Then what options do we have? Much. So I think this is the best move. Yes, queen takes bishop, and it is winning because even queen comes here, we can give check. Here we capture, and we capture the rook. He captures. Okay, my Bluetooth headphone is giving some kind of what to say. It's disconnecting. Anyway, I will have to figure out what is happening to my Bluetooth. And for today, I think this is enough. We have solved many problems. And I advise you also to solve as many problems as possible. And the first thing in the morning, try to solve 5-10 problems, and that will be very good for you. So stay safe, and don't forget to like my channel, subscribe my channel, and press the bell icon. And if you want to learn chess, then we have our phone numbers, web page chessinassam.com. So okay, bye, take care.